सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we have urgency, then we do not get involved into unwanted inquiry. Can you imagine somebody calls fire brigade and he tells, hello, how are you? Everything is okay? These days rains are so much, isn't it? And politics is going in all directions. Don't know what is going to happen to our country. He will say, hey, what are you talking about? No, just to tell you, our house is on fire. If you get time, please drop in. Will you say like this? Because there is urgency. We simply say, hey, my house is on fire, come. We won't even give the address. See, my friends, how important it is. Therefore, here, first principle which is brought out on the spiritual path is we have to recognize ourselves to be someone other than the body. And after that is done, then a question is asked. What is that or who is other than the body? Then he is called like he is the jiva or the soul. Accept it. And then you are told if you do good, you go to heaven. If you do bad, you go to hell. So, masses are controlled only by two techniques. One is an element of fear. Second is an element of guilt. A person who carries the burden of guilt and fear remains remotely controlled. But here we are told in our scriptures, Vedanta, who is this jiva? But who can ask this question? He who is withdrawn sufficiently. Now he has no complaints about the world. Who is at peace with himself, not lazy, not frustration. Such a healthy person alone is qualified to inquire further. So, we are told, Anada viha samsare sanchita karma kotayaha anena vilayam yanti shuddho dharmo vivardhate. Ignorance has no beginning because ignorance doesn't exist. One husband was complaining, Swami, she may listen to you. Then, so people use us. So kindly tell her, what should I tell? See, I am elder than her. She does not even respect my age. She always condemns me. I said, I will take her side, not yours. Because you are not elder than her. You got married together, is it not? Therefore, problem is not between man and woman. Problem is between husband and wife. Husband and wife age is the same, is not different. See? And then divorce happens. Now will you say, once upon a time there was a husband who was born on that day and then he died and his funeral was conducted but nobody came. See friends, therefore don't get lost into unwanted question. We have to start from where we are. So we all carrying the burden of possessiveness. See? Today, when I was doing something, this beautiful thought popped in. We should possess or we should belong. Possessions are a burden. Belonging is our freedom. See? Take a regular example. When you fly, you have got option. Check in your luggage or carry on something with you. When you check in your luggage, then the luggage belongs to the air company. You are relaxed. But when you carry luggage with yourself, you possess it all the time, looking here, looking there. कोई ले तो नहीं क्या? Oh. See friends, therefore, karma is what? Karma is these two aspects, possessiveness and the belonging. So, anadaviha samsare sanchita karma koteha. Anadau iha. This samsara, this relative experience is from beginningless time. Anadi. It has no beginning. And samsara. Samsara is what? That which is constantly changing. That constantly changing experience is samsara. Outer world, inner world is not samsara. Constant change. Sanchita, so many things are accumulated. Karma koteya, millions and millions of karma. Now to make it simple and quick, there are only two types of karma. One is that which is resulting in miseries, that which is resulting in joy. There are many ways of explaining this karma. Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma. Sanchita karma is that which is accumulated in all our lives. Then prarabdha karma is that which has started manifesting. Our present life is the expression of the prarabdha karma. And then the third is the agami karma. After we are born and we are doing something, so whatever karma is produced after the beginning of the prarabdha karma, that is called as the agami karma. So here the teacher says, sanchita karma, all the sanchita karma, they are how many karma koteha? There is no end to it, millions and crores. Anena vilayam yanti. Anena means what? By the practice of samadhi. Don't complain about the disturbance in the mind. Start working on it. Then you will come to know thoughts cannot happen without a seed. Can there be a plant without a seed? There cannot be. What is the seed? Seed is Mr. Somebody. This must be very distinctly clear. Whenever we are disturbed, immediately, who is disturbed? Then we pinpoint that there is somebody at the root of all the disturbances. Mind cannot think without reference point. Suppose I give you some reference point and you can think about it. Cow, Himalaya, Bay of Bengal, Ganga ji. You can think. Suppose I say Brumbat. What is that? Brumbat. What is that? It's an animal. What animal? Brumbat we have never heard. See, it has got a body like an elephant. Slowly, slowly your mind is taking the shape now. It has got legs like the rat. Oh, such a huge body. And it has the horns like the can you think? I had not forgotten. Now, how are the horns? How are the horns? In short, you cannot think without a reference, is it not? Then normally what we do, we only complain, Swamiji, my mind is very disturbed. Whose mind? Somebody's mind. See, my friends, the more you are aware of this thing, then anena vilayam yanti, anena samadhina. By this samadhi. See? And what is the samadhi? Samadhi is life is a time pass. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. This samadhi. Samadhi is देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Samadhi is that quality of the mind which is reflecting everything, rejecting nothing, not reacting to anything, and not retaining anything. That state is samadhi. Samadhi is not closing the eyes and only boni. Don't get lost in that funny things. Starving and all that. See? There is a very funny thought that when you do tapasya, all your sins are burnt away. Because what tapasya does? What is tapasya? Tapasya is invited problems. When it is cold, you don't put on warm clothes. Tapasya. Vibrating tapasya. When you are hungry, you don't eat. Don't do all that. And you are all very much fond of homemade, is it not? Whenever I go to people's home for taking food, they give pickles. And then they say, Swamiji, this is homemade. Then I had to say it is good. Market pickles they have to be good, otherwise they will not be sold. And home pickles, you have to say they are good, or else you will not get next thing. So much fond of homemade, is it not? Why do you go to the market for tapasya? Homemade tapasya. In spite of your husband and wife, you remain happy. Highest tapasya. See, friends, what we understand that changing the place, changing the situation, we will be happy? No. Wherever you go, you are there. See, if I get disturbed because of my wife, I go away. She is not there. But if I am disturbed because of myself, wherever I go, there I am. Therefore, anena vilayam yanti, be consciously available that we are not reacting to anything. Therefore, friends, our happy mantra is complete spiritual practice. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, relax. The more you are in this mode, you are practicing samadhi. Now, what will be happening as a result of this? Our earlier habits will slowly die away. What is our earlier habit? We have comment on everything. We have suggestion for everybody. We can give advice to anybody. This is our by default settings. That the default setting has to stop. See? You will see many a times when we talk, if you observe this thing, this is not from the books. Today is Guru Purnima, is it not? Guru Purnima nahi? Teachers Day, Teachers Day. Teachers Day or Cheaters Day? Therefore today I got some chocolates this girl got for me because today is Teachers Day and you are all my teachers. Therefore, I am giving you chocolates. Teachers' Day is only once in a month, in a year, is it not? Students' Day is throughout life. Teacher will come and go away. But the student has to learn. See, friends, our ability to learn from every single experience is celebrating the Students' Day. So, when we are living in this world, we express in two ways. We express to others by Vaikhari Vani. We talk to others. Whenever we talk to others, we talk about our past or their past. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Net result, we are not in the present. And what is the Maha Mantra? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Then our mind will remain quiet without going into depression. See? Withdrawal from the world through depression is unhealthy condition of the mind. Withdrawal from the world through wisdom is dispassion, a healthy condition of the mind. So, anena vilayam yanti. And what is the net result? Shuddho dharmo vivardate. Shuddha dharma. Dharana dharma. What is the dharma of the ornaments? The dharma of the ornaments is gold. If gold is removed, ornaments cannot exist. Shuddho dharma. In gold, there is neither name, nor form, nor utility, nor design. Exactly the same way, we are essentially non-specific existence. What is that non-specific existence? Satchidananda. Conscious, blissful existence. Shuddho dharmo vivardate. Now, what is the meaning of this? It is said in the next verse. Dharmame gamimam prahu samadhim yoga vittamaha varshatteshe yato dharma amrutadhara sahasrashaha. Yoga vittamaha, those who are well versed about yoga, they say, imam dharmamega samadhim aprahu. This is called as dharma mega. Mega means the clouds. So the clouds rain. Now what is the raining that is happening because of this thing? See? How important it is. The water is salty, contaminated, accumulated in the ocean. Then the sun rays constantly boil this oceanic waters. It becomes steam goes up and then precipitates. That precipitating water is pure water. Next time you try this experiment. All these things, this is what I do in my kitchen, new experiments. Take water and add some salt in that, boil it and collect the steam. Now don't ask me how to collect the steam, you decide. Collect the steam. The steam will not have saltiness. See? Rainwaters are not salty. They are not impure. Exactly the same way, in the heat of your intense spiritual practice, all the impurity is burnt away. And then the Shuddha Chaitanya starts showering out of you. And what is that? Number 1, Sat. Number 2, Chit. Number 3, Anand. These are the 3 expressions of abiding in the truth. First, we don't destroy anybody, nor we destroy ourselves. अब जी के क्या करेंगे? मरो. Sat. Even a passing thought of death shall not come if we are studying Upanishad or Vedanta. Otherwise, all the time, स्वामी जी मरने के बाद क्या होता है? पब्लिक हैप्पी होती है. मरो. How important it is. We never suffer because of death. We suffer because of the fear of death. This fear of death is killing us. Shuddho dharmo vivardhate. Then chit. We don't lead a life of a dumb person. Neither we cheat anybody, nor we get cheated by anybody. Lead a life of alertness. So, alert, vigilant and quiet. These are the 3 qualities of the mind. We have to sustain them. We have to maintain them. And the third is Ananda. Satchit Ananda. Ananda, you are happy. And if you are happy, you will never make anybody miserable. But if you are miserable, you will never like a happy person. आपको क्या होता है? शादी करके दिखाओ. Be happy, be happy, be happy. You make us more miserable by telling be happy. तथास्तु. लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई. Therefore, शुद्धो धर्मो विवर्धते. So, प्राहु समाधिम योगवितम वर्षति एष यतो धर्म अमृतधारा सहस्रशः. Like now we find out the ways to be miserable, to justify something. These 2 things you try. Number 1, we don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. We don't have nothing to prove. I am good, I am bad, I am fortunate, I am unfortunate, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Those who are our friend today, tomorrow they will be our enemies. Those who are our enemy today, they will be our friends. This is how the world is. There is nothing permanent in this world except Paramatma. Be friends. It is so important. Therefore, Varshati Eshi Yato Dharma Amrita Dhara Sahasrashaha. Every event, every experience of our life will be Samadhi. Yesterday also I told you, that Deha Bhimane Galite Vidnyate Paramatmani Yatra Yatra Manoyati Tatra Tatra Samadaya. We are no more living as anybody, but through us the divine is expressing. Therefore, don't struggle for the vision of God. Suppose Bhagwan Krishna comes in front of you. What will you do? Tukur tukur, kab tak dekhoge? After that, he can stand there because he is eternal. But after you, अच्छा मैं जरा चाय पी के आता हूँ खड़े रहो. See, friends, and these are all the tricks of the mind. The real spiritual evolution is he expresses through us. See, friends, you know his problems are what? He has no body, he has no hands, he has no speech, he has no mind. Poor fellow. So he is searching. He is somewhere emptiness I can enter. Unless there is emptiness, nothing else can enter, is it not? So what is the spiritual practice? Empty yourself. When we empty ourselves completely, he takes over. And when he takes over, then this Varshati Yataha Amritadhara, Dharma Amritadhara Sasha. Then through him, the divine expresses. When Paramatma expresses through an individual, that individual is called as Mahatma. We are CH Atma, Chota Atma, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Empty yourself and be happy. See, friends. And how do we become purified? Only by this correct understanding. What is the correct understanding? Parting message, takeaway at home. When you go to market, buy snuff. You will be realized. Amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite samolonmulite punya papa ke karma samchaya samjaye. So when we are thus constantly working on this nirvikalpa samadhi, slowly, amuna, by this practice, vasana jale nishesham pravilapite, all the wrong notions will be fully, completely erased. Please understand this word, most funny word. I don't like this word at all. Very rarely you might have heard from me, vasana. Have you ever heard vasana? There was one boy from Mulund, I remember. He must be now grown-up man. He was hardly class 10 or 7 like that. He came once and asked me, Swamiji, how to purge vasanas? I said, go to the medical shop and get Jamal Gota or Golax and relax. What is vasana? We talk about vasana. Are they real? See? Not mine. So, when our clothes are not dry, not ironed, there are so many wrinkles on that. Are those wrinkles real? Remove the wrinkles. How can you remove them? If they are, then you can remove them. Exactly the same way. What is vasana jala? Vasana jala means wrong notions. They appear but don't exist. And therefore, when we move the iron on the cloth, are we proud? Do you know all the wrinkles have gone? Is it a sadhana or what? Where they have gone? They have gone nowhere. They never existed in the same manner. All our likes and dislikes, they have no value. They don't exist. Therefore, vasana jala means wrong notions. We are all leading notional life. So, amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite. Now we have no wrong notions about ourselves, about the world, about God, about spiritual practice, about realization. No wrong notions. When we have wrong notion about ourselves, we will be constantly struggling in life. Till such time we struggle, sleep does not begin. When the ultimate, even I want to sleep, even that I and the want disappears, sleep begins. Wrong notion. First. The second wrong notion about the world. Don't get lost in this world. The world is like this only. Nothing new in this world. Then the third thing is about God. Don't push him somewhere else. God is right now you will experience. We know. If I suddenly stand here and start using bad language and dancing, it is no good, man. But I feel like doing it, You may feel you go to the bathroom and do it. It's not good, It doesn't look nice. You should not do that. Okay. So, we are aware about what is right and wrong, is it not? When that awareness overpowers us, we disappear and he takes over. Anything that we do wrong, it is known. And when, although we know this is wrong, yet we do, what is the net result? Net result is guilt, self-disrespect. We fall in our own eyes. See, friends. Therefore, when we are having this clear understanding, this world has always been like this thing, let us not get involved beyond limits. Whatever is needed to be done, do it. Karmanyevadhikaraste mahaphaleshu kadachana. Whatever you have to do it cheerfully, happily, and relax. See? Then the third is the wrong notion about spiritual practice. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gavana. Oh. On the first day I told you that mantra, remember it. One writes and put it somewhere in your sink on the mirror. Uttama Sahajavastha, Madhyama Dhyana Dharana, Murti Adhama Murti Puja cha, and Tirtha Yatra Adhama Dhamma. Relax. और therefore, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. What you want? Relax. दिमाग और तबला हमेशा चढ़ा के नहीं रखते. काम है तब चढ़ाओ ठक ठक ठक. After music is over, make it ढीला. But our दिमाग is all the time चढ़ा हुआ. Therefore, vasana jale pravilapite nishesham. Now, the next is about God. In the 7th chapter, 10th chapter, 11th chapter, 12th chapter, so many places Bhagavan told. 15th chapter. And for us, यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयते किलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्युमामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यामोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मका अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं देन सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः. Bhagwan is in our heart. And what he does? Mattaha, I support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. So, things come and go, we are the same. Dreams come and go, we are the same. Deep sleep comes and goes, we are the same. Samadhi begins and ends, we are the same. If you consciously become intensely aware of yourself, you will come to know we have not changed even an iota. We are the same. Things have changed around us. Our liking, disliking has changed. Our priorities have changed. Our friends and enemies have changed. Everything has changed. Our values have changed. We are the same. Vedesya sarvai ahameva vidya. This is worthy of knowing. All other things are okay. Neither reject them nor accept them. Like a mirror. Reflects everything. No against, not against anything. But don't get involved. Don't get entangled. See? Therefore, Amuna Vasana Jale Nishesham Pravilapite, then Samulon Mulite Punya Papake Karma Sanchaye. When these wrong notions are given up, then all the karma sanchaya, all the accumulated sin and merit, everything is erased. So be very attentive. There was one man somewhere, and I used to go there for giving talks in our Ammachi's ashram in Kerala. So he came and he says, Swamiji, I want to come to your room, I want to talk to you something. I said, forget about it. I don't allow anybody to enter my room except mosquitoes. You cannot come. No, but I want to come and talk. I said, no, I'm sorry. I don't allow anybody. But I want to talk. I said, start here. No, before everybody, then don't talk. If it is not worth talking before anybody, it is not worth listening. But he was pakka. Commitment. He wrote 3-4 pages later, put in an envelope and gave me and held my feet. Elderly man. He must have been about 80 or so. So, and he held. He says, Swamiji, unless you loudly tell that you will read, I know your capability, you will tear it and throw it away. You say loudly, you will read it. Now to protect myself, okay, I'll read it. Now leave me. Then I had to read. And what was written there? All garbage. I married 4 ladies differently, nobody knew about it. They also among themselves didn't know. And I had 2-3 children from each wife. And I was thus living. And one day somehow it came to know, and all of them divorced me. Now, Swamiji, what should I do? I said, get married once more. Now, what was bothering him? This, all the time, all the time. I said, look here, if you want to help yourself, a simple technique I tell you, live only today. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Therefore, don't talk about your past. Childhood belongs to the body, not to us. Teenage belongs to the body, not to us. So when we talk about our childhood or teenage or middle age, unknowingly our body identification is strengthened. When that body has gone, let that body also go. How important it is. But this we are unable to accept because for a spiritual life means what? Making everybody miserable, including God. Don't do all that. Therefore, samulon mulite punya papa ke karma sanjay. The mool, the root is this. We are not living in the present. This is the root cause of all the problems of life. And how simple it is. We have no choice but to live today. So one simple technique I'll tell you, one more technique. Be happy only today. Tomorrow become miserable, no problem. Be happy only today. And tomorrow never comes. So if you cannot be happy on one day, God also cannot help you. See, friends, samulon mulite punya papa ke karma samche. All whatever good or bad has happened is over. We know the story of our Valmiki Maharshi. Whatever good or bad he has done, but the day he dropped his past, a great poet came out of him. We are all divine, but the divinity is dormant. Let that dormancy be broken. And it is covered by wrong notions. And when we have wrong notions, we are constantly seeking sympathy from the world. Therefore, friends, spiritual practice is not something abnormal, but we should give all the specialities and remain absolutely normal. Vakyam apratipaddam sat prak parokshavamasite करामलकवत बोध अपरोक्षम प्रसूयते. Vakyam apratipaddam sat. Before this practice of keeping ourselves cool and then studying, that time we were reading, studying, but it was not clicking. You also must have experienced it. You take, for example, take my same talks. So what the 7 talks we have given here, you listen them again. Same talk you listen 7 times. Every time you will get something new. The reason is, talk is the same. The one who is listening is different. See? Because these talks are not prepared talks. They are manifesting according to the need of the audience. Therefore, Vakyam apratipaddam sat. Before we were not well prepared, therefore we were not able to understand it properly. What is the meaning of Tattvamasi? What is the meaning of the Tat? Tat is the material cause, the efficient cause, and then the Jiva, and the truth is both the. It can never happen in one go. Work hard. And what is working hard? Keep cool. Don't react. Priorities must change. Priority is we must be so pure and perfect so that the divine expresses through us. That is the goal. And you know what is the goal? In goal you get nothing. Have you seen these football matches? They are running. And what they are getting? Goal. Is there something called goal? See? These cricket fellows, They keep on hitting. I got 20 runs. कहाँ है दिखाओ? This is the goal of our life. We want nothing. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Relax. The day you learn this art of relaxation, you have learned a great spiritual practice. So, Vakam Apratibaddham Sat. Listen now. If we are reading and if we are unable to understand, that means we are either not committed or not at peace with ourselves, or we are frustrated and therefore reading. No. Remember one thing. We are going to get nothing when we walk spiritual path. If we have this notion, what will I get? We are in the wrong place. One person asked me this question in some other country. Swamiji, we know you don't like to talk about yourself, but I want to know, what is the exact spiritual practice you follow? I said, I follow countdown technique. He said, what is countdown technique? I said, now in your house, how many days I am? 5 days. So when I land, I start counting 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, 1. So this has become so deep in my system. So even when I come over here, even once, even my lifetime, I had no thought that the flat which I am living in is mine or I am here to stay. No. In 1 year, maximum 30 days, 35 days, not more than that. So for saying purpose, oh, I stay in my flat. But I know that is not mine. If this practice we do, even this gross body, here also we are living. This is not ours. So start counting down. How to count down? Forget counting. Relax. Enjoy. Celebrate. Be happy. We are so funny characters. One day when Gupta ji came, so I asked him, Are Gupta ji, what's wrong with you? You are so happy? If he is miserable, we will not ask this question. It is a sthai bhav. Normally he is miserable. If he is happy, we are surprised. See, friends. Therefore, when our mind is thus pure, undisturbed, then read anything, in one go you catch it. See? An example is given, Kara amalakavat. So, like if there is an apple on your palm, you will have no doubt about it. Doubt-free experience will happen if you are prepared and qualified to study and grasp what is indicated by the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So like when the wave dissolves in the ocean, the wave doesn't return back to the ocean. The wave returns back to the water. In the same manner, when all our faculties are absolutely under 100% control, then we disappear and the divine floods in. So all the spiritual practice is empty yourself. Yage naike amritatva manasha. So kara amalakavad bodham aproksham prasuyate. Then it is no more listening or trying to understand, but it is the direct, immediate experience of just being. The experience where there is no burden of becoming. And therefore, in the spiritual path, we do not become happy. Becoming happy is cause effect. Being happy is causeless experience. Therefore, Paroksham Brahma Vidyanam Shabdam Deshika Purvakam. When you are listening to me here, what knowledge you are getting, it is called as Paroksha Jnanam. Paroksha means what? Para means other. Aksha means eyes. Suppose I keep on telling you about, let us take Machu Picchu. Have you gone to Machu Picchu? Nobody? Thank God. So when I will talk about that Machu Picchu, you see, wow. You can go on imagining in the same manner. We talk about, when you go to Bhagwan in Vaikuntha, it is like that, it is like that. And that will be according to our ability to project. Paroksha Jnanam. So when you know the truth, you are never miserable. Then, hey, what happened? क्या हो गया पता नहीं, realize हो गया. It's not the meaning. See? It so happened, when I realized everything is Brahman, I was going out of the hall after realization and I dashed against the wall. Why? I could not differentiate between the wall and the door. Everything is Brahman. Friends, that is not the meaning. Therefore, Paroksham Brahma Vidyanam Shabdam Deshika Purvakam. We have only heard words. Like if somebody goes on chanting, water, 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 his thirst will not go, he will die thirsty. Somebody who takes the name of the medicine, by that taking the name of the medicine, nothing will happen. Then name must be culminated into the object indicated by the name. Then only the truth happens. So first of all, it is the Paroksha Jnanam. We have only heard and we have got some vague ideas and about Brahman. लगी रहा था मुझे कि कभी I am Brahman type. Brahma hai Baba. Now by this what happens? Buddhi purva krutam papam krustam dahati vannivat. Then the most important thing that happens by constantly listening to satsanga, our self-condemnation attitude, papoham, papa karmaham, always leading a life of pathetic, give one. Lead cheerfully, happily. See? You may not be knowing because we see so many people in this world. Some of the people, when they look at you, you feel as if they are going to bounce on you and eat. Not relax. Then you want to avoid. Namaste, namaste. See, friends, strong personalities. So, buddhi purva krutam papam. Whatever good or bad we have done, relax now. There is a proverb, Subhashitam. Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. As is our condition, quality of our mind, that alone we see outside. Kamihi nari piyari jimi, lobihi priya jimidam. Only that will keep on thinking. If we are abiding constantly in the divine thought, then whatever has happened in the past, okay, over. Now delete. About the past, there is only one option. You cannot undo the past. See? Control Z. No. You can't undo. It has to be deleted. How important it is. And how to delete? Don't talk about it. Don't ask anybody about their past. Be friend. So buddhi purva krutam papam. This is the papa. So what is the papa? Papa is disrespecting the present. See? Suppose somebody comes to my place. This is example. Comes and sits. And then he has come, he is expecting that I will talk to him. So, oh, I'll please sit down, sit down, sit down. Again, I go out of my door and watch here and there. Again, I come. So, how are you? Even I don't listen to him what he's talking. Again, I go. So, he is worried what happened to Swamiji. No, is there a problem? No, no problem. Some important person is coming. What does it mean? You are unimportant. Our present is the most important. Don't go in the past. Don't go in the future. Remain in the present. Now, how do we are remaining in the present? You are relaxed. Then you can enjoy every small little thing. It is not depression. क्या हो गया? पता नहीं यार जब से realize हो गया ऐसे ही हो गया. It is not like that. Imagining if realization makes us funny, then Bhagwan Krishna should have been most funny. So, buddhi purva kritam papam kristam dahati vannivan. Therefore, all that has happened is happened. Forget about it. Don't bring it in the present. Then, aparoksha atma vijnanam shabdam deshika purvakam samsara karana ajnana tamad chanda bhaskaraha. Then, aparoksha atma vijnanam shabdam deshika purvakam. So, whatever we have heard from the teacher, now that we are working on it. And as a result, we are left with no doubt, no question. That is the reason why I don't entertain question answers. Only one thing, if you catch it, you will understand everything. That about which we have no doubt, we have no question is the truth. So find out. We have no doubt, no question about our being. That is what all matters. All other things have no meaning. The more you become aware of this, you will see that how much garbage we have collected in our head. Unwanted things. Even they study Bhagavad, Ramayana, unnecessarily question. If I remember, I had told you this story. One person asked me this question. Swamiji, why Bhagwan Ram was hiding behind the tree when he killed Wali? I said, I don't know. The Maha Mantra. If anybody talks to you, say IDK. IDK. So, no, Swamiji, please tell. I said, look here. Ram has no problem. Wali has no problem. Why you have problem? Is there any need to know? And then, Swamiji, actually, I heard it from some Mahatma. I am telling you so that you can tell others. Unnecessary. There is nothing worth knowing in this world. Remain at peace with yourself. So, aparokshatma vijnanam shabdam deshika purvakam samsara karana ajnana tamas chanda bhaskara. For the destruction of the darkness of the samsara, is Chanda Bhaskara is a bright sun. everything is disappearing in the light of this wisdom. Disappearing means what? Although it is seen, it is not taken as real. This we should be very clear. Realization doesn't mean that we become funny character in this world. No. No reactions, only actions. We are at peace with ourselves. If you want to have some ideal in front of you, take Ramana Maharshi. Take Bhagwan Ram Krishna Paramahamsa. During their time, our country was in turmoil. Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi was approached by these so-called freedom workers and said, you please tell your followers to jump into this freedom fight of India. Bhagwan was sitting quiet. So they thought he has not understood. So again they explained. Then he replied in his own unique way. He said, if you see that on the screen there is a fire, and in that cinema, in that fire, somebody is burning in that hall or in that house, will you go with a bucket of water and throw on the screen? We are not telling what others are doing is right or wrong. It is their moderation. We are not here to evaluate what others are doing. Follow yourself. Otherwise, we will be lost in this world. So, samsara karana ajnanatama chanda bhaskaraha. Oh, very good. It's over, I think, no? Last one. Itam tattva vivekam vidhaya विधिवन मन समादाय विगलित संस्कृति बंधः प्राप्नोति परम पदम नरो न चिरात्. इत्थम तत्व विवेकम विधाय. In this manner, when you start working on this particular chapter, tattva viveka, discrimination between the reality and the non-real. Then vidhivat manas samadhaya, and the mind has to be taken care of properly. Vidhivat, not the wrong way. And what is the vidhivat right way? Keep cool. No guilt, no sorry. No, I'm so sorry, Swami. Don't do all that. Relax. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. We are answerable to ourselves, our own conscience. Are we falling with disrespect in our own eyes? Are we becoming arrogant with ourselves? No. Be yourself. Vidhivat manas samadhaya. Let the mind be at peace. Then vigalita sansruti bandha. Then this world will never be a problem thereafter. Sansruti bandha vigalita will be galita. Galita means what? Problems cannot be solved. Problems have to be dissolved. For example, in Mumbai only it happened. There was one lady, she came and spoke to me. That is called as the midlife crisis. So, Swamiji, I think I want to take divorce. I said, I don't give divorce. No, Swamiji, you make jokes out of. I said, you are a joker. I am fed up with him. I can't live with him. I say, why you take my permission? You go to hell, who cares? No, Swamiji. You please guide me. People ask me to guide for marriage, not for divorce. No, please tell me. I said, look here. Keep cool first of all. You are trying to change the problem or solve the problem or dissolve the problem. Three options. When you are taking divorce, is it a solution? No. आकाश से टपके खजूर पे लटके. You are only changing the problem. Problems cannot be solved. Problems have to be dissolved. Similarly here. Vigalita Sanskriti Branda Banda. Nothing will change around us. The health problem will be there. Somebody will appreciate, somebody will condemn us. Everything will continue. But Vigalita, no, they won't have an impact on us. We will be at peace with ourselves. Vigalita Sanskriti Banda Prapnoti Param Padam Naro Nachirat. And thus we attain dissolving ourselves in the divine will. Jo thari rahe, so mari rahe. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. This is the ultimate. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.